not following the truck in front of them. Don't know what's going on there.
Whoa! Oh, look out! We got trouble. This is going to hurt.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Yep.
Keep your fingers crossed.
One more angle. Lyndon Amick, the green car, goes down. He and Kurt Busch go up, and they touch the 46 of Rob Morgan, and in the outside retaining wall goes Jeffrey Bodine.
The truck comes totally apart. You'll see the motor flying off there on the left upper portion of your screen. It ended up about 300 feet further down the track. One more view. Look how high you got it.
I've been around this sport since 1960, and I've never seen a crash that a vehicle was torn up that bad. There's Jeffrey Bodine after he was taken out of the truck trying to get the oxygen mask off as he's taken to the ambulance.
Now the drafting assistants will change lanes, and now trouble. Stewart is in trouble on the backstretch. Stewart's car up in the air.
Everything goes into slow motion when you're watching, and we had the big screen TV behind us, and you see it happening, and you know your car. You can't see the number, but you just know your car.
It's a big wreck on the back straightaway.
You know, you see it going down through the grass area, and you hope, but generally those types of wrecks, they have the potential to take out 3/4 of the field, you know, in 10 seconds. So
Jay Sauter, and everything's going fine. You think you're in the right place, doing a good job. All of a sudden, a bunch of cars go by you on the outside, and you're still lying and say, "Roll, what?
Whoa, trouble!"
Boy,
the 2-car upside down, over and on to Scott Briggs. It's the big one.
Oh boy, who is that still flipping?
Sauter. It was Johnny Sauter.
There's not anybody left.
The cars can't even get through on the back stretch.
It appears to me maybe 10 or 12 cars is all that's left. Boy, that 2-car went over big time and then gets hit, tumbles. That car's, look at that thing, Larry. It's turning every which way.
And then the 21.
And then he gets in the grass. Watch this.
Shot across.
Gets hit again.
Johnny Sauter, number 2, out of his car. And okay.
Didn't take that right front tire long to blow out, did it?
Flip 1.5 times in the air. And it's going to catch again and start going. Another 3.5 times. When is it going to stop? You got to be sitting there. Please don't hit me.
Yeah.
So he rolled over 5 times. Not counting the time he spent sliding on his roof upside down. Watch again. Junior makes a move to the left to block. Sadler turns the
Going board with Kurt Busch. You see the contact, yeah.
And there you see the car.
Big track.
Holy cow, the car upside down on the back straightaway.
Carl Long has crashed hard and collected Bobby Labonte in the process. Somebody hits.
Oh, he just gets hooked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brendan Gaughan got into the back of Joe Nemechek in the 01. Brendan Gaughan is 77.
And Carl Long goes for the wild ride.
And that's all on driver's side right there, sliding down the racetrack. Now she starts to tumble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5.5, 6 times. That's when you call your crew and you would say, "You won't believe what I just saw."
And there is Carl Long. He is okay. The Al Smith Dodge is a mess.
Multi-car back in the front of the field. Oh, and Scott Riggs on his roof. Oh, Riggs. Man, there's been a lot of cars getting on there. roof lately.
Right behind Mike Wallace.
Stay in front of you. Stay up, stay up. Easy, back it down as much as you can.
Wow, that's not what you want to see out of your windshield.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Look at the top of your screen. You're going to see Jason Leffler gets up on the loose stuff, spins out. Jeff Fuller tries to avoid him and makes awfully hard contact with the inside wall. Let's take another angle right here.
Yeah, the 38 car just gets up high, loses control. You'll see Jeff Fuller come into the picture. If he'd have kept straight right into the side of the 38 car, makes a hard left to avoid contact with the 38 car, and as we've all seen and kind of marveled at.
Between his own race cars. So what did he do? He implemented a specialized team completely dedicated to restrictor plate racing. Less than a dozen people. Oh, and we've got trouble on the track, and it's Kyle Busch upside down.
Big time crash. Kyle Busch goes upside down and rolls down across on his roof here on lap 26. Cars comes back over, and now side over side barrel rolls and comes to rest on its wheels. A horrific crash here at Talladega on lap 26 involving Kyle Busch, and thankfully the window net is down. There, the safety crews on the scene immediately, and Kyle Busch is climbing out of that car. Wow, listen to this crowd.
Stacking up, it's hard to say that, you know, Tony Stewart wasn't getting some help from behind him, maybe even further back than right behind him. Like they're all just kind of stacking up.
Yeah. Yeah, when that happens, usually because everything changes, the air changes, and what you've been doing right there, you might have been wide open at that time, and then all of a sudden things change. And so, you know, you can't put any blame on anybody, I don't think, here. Although I think we do see a little contact between the 33 and the 5. But when he pulls out there, that car is automatically going to start coming back a little bit because he's come out against a brick wall of wind right there. Even though he's got to run, that car automatically slows down when he pulls out there until he starts getting that help.
So if you're Tony Stewart and you're trying to get out of the gas and you're getting hit from behind, have you ever had that happen where you get hit from behind and you can't actually slow your car down and try to avoid that wreck?
Somewhat reminiscent of the Brian Vickers, Jimmy Johnson contact in the Cup race last fall. Inconsequential, wasn't intended to happen. One car makes a move, another one just gets a slight tap, and off they go. On board here with David Rudeman.
So 3 wide. Back it down. Stay high, good job.
He finished 26th at Martinsville.
Whoa, whoa, guys, whoa, whoa. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. I have never seen anything like that in my life.
He hit that wall a ton.
Oh my gosh.
David Gilliland had gone out and had an engine failure just before I went out, so there was some speedy dry on the track, and I got a little bit high in turn 1, got loose, and I went to go to the brake pedal, and the brake pedal wasn't there. The brakes were pulled back, and so I didn't know what to do but just hit the gas. So I smashed the gas, and that was the wrong choice. I should have just rode it out. The car took a hard right into the wall head on, and then barrel rolled about 13 times. And you know, it's so crazy because it plays in my mind slow motion. I can still play it in my mind slow motion. And I remember when it landed on all fours, and I kind of wiggled my toes and moved around a little bit. I realized that I wasn't hurt and climbed out. But you know, the biggest thing that went through my mind was, oh man, I hope I don't get fired.
The 09's going to look to the outside where he already has. Carl went up to block him a little bit. Now he's going to come down to try to block him again, and you get one shot at it, but you don't get two. Watch this.
What a lick.
Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable.
You know, and looking very carefully at the catch fencing that held, and I did not see any debris go into the grandstand, and that certainly is
unbelievable.
It's very gratifying to see. Well,
I knew it was going to be wild. I didn't know it was going to be this wild.
Here's a 3 back from him.
This is from Carl's onboard camera.
Inside 09.
But Darrell, I want to ask you.
And from Dale Jr.
But Darrell, I want to ask you on air, because I did not see Brad Keselowski do anything wrong there.
No, it was a blocking move on Carl. The 09 looked to the outside. Carl went up to block that move, and when Carl came down, the 09 was there.
All that, because it had been a while, but I spent about $650,000, so I wasn't too happy about that part. But the racing was good, and up until we got upside down, we were kind of running. We weren't in the red yet in our pocketbook, but that surely put us there.
Spoken like a true car owner, my friend. Stand on that thing, man. Corral her up, get her tightened up, get on up there.
Yeah, we're willing. We're ready and willing, trust me. We've been making some crazy moves trying to figure out what we can do to get that track position we lost early. But
here it is in real time.
I'm going to say, I think it's just a product of this restrictor plate racing. The cars are all bunched up. Just misjudging by a few inches can create a situation just like this.
If you were with us for Countdown, it was a really strong interview by Marty Smith.